This is the Houston Micro Center, and we're back here for another episode of our Gear Up series. I wanted to take a minute in the beginning of this video to show you a bit more that Micro Center has to offer. Usually you see the build your own PC section, which makes sense. That's mostly what we do. You can of course buy pre-builts. They have tons of monitors. Josh, you want to pan that way a little bit? You can see tons of monitors on display. If you want just a, I don't know, to eyewitness how good a monitor is, you can come to a store like Micro Center and see it for yourself before you drop the big bucks. And a bit tangent to gaming PCs, you've got 3D printers, tons of them, you know, the Ender, Creality printers, Anchor May, I mean, they got tons of them. And this is just one tiny section. They have many on display as well, so you can see them running real time, again, before you drop the cash. We are in, what is this? This is the custom loop aisle. They actually have one of these. And being able to see things in person, again, before you buy, is such a valuable part of the PC building process. And you miss out on that when you buy from other e-retailers, let's say. You can shop online at Micro Center, but if you want to get touchy-feely, especially with things like fittings, I mean, again, you can really rack up the prices here on these fittings when you're building a custom loop. And this is an important part of the process you don't want to miss out on. So if you live near a Micro Center, then you're in check. And you guys know we have to end on the CPU aisle before we jump into the actual video. One thing to note is that if you're buying a CPU and you're a first-time shopper, you can get $25 off any CPU, and you can combine that with a $20 savings if you combine a CPU with the motherboard. Again, just a Micro Center thing. All right, let's get into it. Are you ready? Stay with me.
Soylent is a complete nutrition brand with a science-based take on health and wellness, providing healthy foods, drinks, and powders that are both balanced and affordable. Their meal replacement shakes in particular come in a variety of flavors and are packed with an ideal blend of macro and micronutrients validated through clinical research. It's why Soylent's referred to as the world's most perfect food. So whether you're after a splash and dash of your favorite banana shake or a smooth, chilled vanilla, you'll have peace of mind knowing your body's soaking in plenty of rich vitamins, minerals, and proteins. And speaking of peace of mind, Soylent shakes are super easy to store. With a shelf life of over a year and no refrigeration required, rest assured you'll be able to enjoy them anywhere, anytime. Best of all, Soylent's mission is to make complete sustainable nutrition accessible to all, which is why each serving ranges from anywhere between $2 and $4. And for those who still can't afford them, Soylent's donated nearly 6 million meals in partnership with food banks, shelters, and hospitals. So be sure to check them out via the link below and be within the first 500 viewers to use my special code GREG30, that's GREG30, to save 30% on your first order with Soylent.
Hello there.
Hello there.
And this is Kenny. Kenny, right?
Yeah, it's
Kenny. Okay, I didn't want to Sorry. So this is Kenny's rig. It is an NZXT S340 Elite. And inside of it, stuff is
6700K.
pretty old. Yeah, 6700K.
And 1070.
And
yeah.
GTX 1070, yeah. So look, back in the day, I'm sure that was I know for a fact that was a great rig. And the 1070 is still a tried and true card for the right price. And when it came out, I mean, it was a heck of a card. It was a good value option from NVIDIA. So a lot of folks bought them. I'm assuming you've had that pretty much since it came out, or so you haven't really upgraded the card since you bought it?
I haven't upgraded yet.
Yeah. Wow. How long have you had the rig?
I think it's 2017,
2017, 18. Yeah, so this rig is going on, what, 7 years or so?
It's about
in
there.
age? All right, I think it is due for a fairly massive upgrade, my friend. We are excited to see what we can do to this to transform it. Do you have any idea of kind of like where you're wanting to go with this, depending on the budget? What's the first thing maybe that you want to upgrade?
I think maybe the motherboard for sure.
The platform?
The platform.
Yeah, I think that's smart.
Probably a CPU upgrade, maybe potentially a graphics card.
So yeah, the heavy hitter stuff, I get it. Let's jump straight into the wheel spin then. So this here is our super fancy elaborate wheel. I'm very sorry that we don't have the mechanical 36-inch wheel. Couldn't bring that with us. So
it's okay.
Yeah, we're gonna be dealing with the digital version today. Now we have modified it just a tad. I know the viewers already know this, but for your reference, instead of having the spin again option that we had previously, now you have add 100, and there's 2 tiles for that. The colors don't really mean anything. The red and purple is just random. But if you land on the add 100, essentially that means you're going to spin again, and you're going to add $100 to whatever that next spin is. Now you're probably asking yourself, what happens if I hit spin again 10 times and I get $100 10 times? Well, then you'll add $1,000 to whatever your next spin will be, and we'll keep doing that until you land on one of the, real numbers on the wheel. So I could go broke. But yeah, without further ado, I guess you can go ahead and give it a spin. If you want to just click with the arrow, the center spin button there, and I'll give you a little bit of volume to spice things up. Here we go. Alrighty. Looking for some big money. Ooh, all right. Okay, that's the first time someone's hit that. That's good. Okay, so go ahead and hit done.
Done.
And then we'll spin it again. So you add $100 to whatever your next spin will be. I am so not sweating right now. I'm not sweating. 800 bucks again. I swear this is not rigged, okay? I know it seems odd that all three pay 800, but if we take the $800 slice off, then we're gonna get attacked for manipulating the wheel. So it is what it is. We have to keep things this way. 900 bucks is gonna give us a lot, I think, and our good friend Isaiah here is here to help. Sounds like platform's definitely one of the things we wanna look at.
So we're talking CPU, motherboard, definitely a graphics card, and then we should be able to swing maybe some storage in there so we can see about that. As you can see, we got a ton of really good bundles to make everything a lot cheaper for you.
I like stick to something like Corsair.
Okay.
Yeah. You can fit another one in, right?
You wanna do that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
A lot of boring math later.
All right, Kenny, you think you got what you want?
Yeah, but then, sure.
Yeah, looking pretty sweet. Ah, my favorite part of the store.
12700K, maybe 12400K. Those guys have some really good pricing. 253 for the 12700K, which is really, really good. I'd probably go for that one. But it's up to you. What do you think?
Go for it, 12700K.
Okay. All right.
Is that it, 181-ish? I think that's
That's
that
one. Yeah.
There she is.
Okay.
You guys have a few of those.
Yeah, we
Few
got a
of those
couple
open
of
box, huh? Yeah.
So we got a lot of different storage options for you. Samsung ones are down here. We got the Inland branded ones, the house brand ones. We have the Seagates and Western Digitals, and then the big drives are down there at the end. What are we thinking? Maybe like a terabyte, maybe two.
It's like two separate drives.
Two
Okay.
separate drives.
Okay.
Lean towards Samsung.
Okay,
cool.
for sure. So we'll do like the 980 Pro maybe?
Yeah, that'd be
For
great.
6 months?
Yeah, perfect.
Based on the stuff that you got, there are a couple really good ones that you can choose from. The AK400 and a G400 from Deepcool are really, really solid.
Or you could just go like ham on an NHD 15.
I think the A770 right here, the ASRock one that we see right there, I believe it's right at 239 right now. So.
Or is it 299? He has 300 left.
Oh, right. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so he's got 300 left, and that is roughly, I think it's like 299 now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it says 320. A lot of the stickers here, Micro Center constantly updates their prices.
Yeah, so they show
yeah.
MSRP. The sale prices are shown on the sales tags right underneath it.
You'd be the first to go Intel if you did, but you can absolutely choose whatever you want.
Intel would be amazing.
Intel?
Okay, all right.
Oh, okay.
Great choice.
Alrighty. I'm excited to see what this card looks like.
Indeed.
So the only things we're recycling from your old rig are the case, correct, and the power supply, right?
That's correct.
And then you've got an old hard drive I'm assuming you're gonna swing over to, yeah? We're gonna have a very different looking rig when it's all said and done. So when we account for the open box price of the motherboard up top there, it'll put us just under, actually maybe just over, like a hair over $900, which I think is a pretty sweet use of the budget here. And also, Kenny's not the biggest gamer. He made that very clear up front, so he doesn't need the most expensive graphics card. I think the balance makes a lot of sense for his use case. All right, hey now. Bringing them up. Oh, you setting it up all pretty for us. Look at you.
We do what we can.
Look at you, that's looking good now.
For the socials.
Yeah, that's a lot of hardware.
It'd be great to pass down.
Yeah, it's still a viable rig, you know?
Oh, it
the
still
way you
looks
have
great.
it. Yeah, it's still a good looking card to this day.
Yeah.
Very clean.
I mean, for 7 years, it's not bad.
Really digging the black and red color scheme. Oh, is there a cable up there still? Whoopsie. There you go, good call. Oh, Kenny, before we get carried away, you've got some plastic peel to take care of, my friend. Oh, yeah. Very nice. I dig it. We've got one more here over the chipset. Ooh, now that's a smooth peel right there. Nice. So we're looking at literally a 6th generation leap from what you currently have. And that 6700K, that's gonna be a wild performance difference. It'll just drop right in nice and easy. There we go. So 32 gigs in total there. Okay, nice, yeah. So you're playing, flip it around, I think you need it. There you go. We've got our NVMe's installed. He's even got his old one underneath here, and he might be transferring data to this one when he makes it his primary boot drive, since it's significantly faster. Now we're prepping for the cooler installation, and then we'll throw the whole platform into the old case. And down goes the cooler. Just a couple screws to tighten that down, and then we actually can recycle. Thanks to a viewer who walked up. How's it going? You okay with being on camera?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Cool, awesome. He actually suggested we reuse the old fan from the old Be Quiet cooler. and it's exactly the same as the one that comes with the new one here from Be Quiet, the Pure Rock 2. So we'll have a push-pull effect going on here. Alrighty, so we can go ahead and stand the case back up then, and we'll do basic wiring, USB, front panel, etc. Wow, there's a lot of plastic on it. Yeah, ASRock does that. I don't know why. They always put plastic over their shrouds, like all over it. Yeah, that is a super clean looking card. I wish we had like a vertical mount for this. Like that's honestly, that's clean looking. Really like that. Oh shoot. I didn't realize that had fallen back there. And we've got a bit of cleaning up to do behind the motherboard tray. It's
for sure.
It's a bit messy right now, but we'll work on it.
Did everyone else care about RGB?
Yes, so the guy that got the five fan pack, RGB. Yeah, not too bad. A little messy down here, but I think we've got cables run nicely from the top to the bottom. This is an extra fan cable. It's just gonna kind of chill there. 8-pin EPS on the right. Now we're ready for the right side panel, and then we can run the PCIe power that we'll need for the card. 2 8-pins through the cutout toward the front. Why is this in there?
USB?
Yeah, but from what and to what?
What's up?
If it's disconnected,
Oh, was that from the Wi-Fi card?
Oh, that's what it was. Nice. Very nice. That click is so satisfying, isn't it? You get obsessed with it. Now, unfortunately, I forgot to mention that for semi-modular or modular units, you have extra cables to bring those with you, especially if we're going to reuse the power supply in question, because this is a dual 8-pin, and we just realized for whatever reason they only have an 8 plus a 6 daisy chain together. He does have another one of these at his house, so long-term shouldn't be an issue, but for now, we're only gonna be able to power up with integrated graphics. So the card will just be idling here. We might have to take it out to get it to post with integrated graphics, but not the end of the world. Just wanted to bring it to your attention so you're wondering why we don't have these connected. Right, so with that out of the way, everything else, of course, is assembled, and now it's time to fire it up, make sure that everything else, at least, works in the rig. So Kenny, if you wanna do the honors?
Sure. 3, 2, 1.
Okay, a good sign. Fans are spinning. Any second now, looking for a sign of life. That should have been power to the monitor from the motherboard. And that is a post. All of your drives are detected. So once we get that card issue fixed, you'll be ready to do pretty much anything with this rig.
It's awesome.
It's suited for a lot of different tasks. I think it's well balanced.
I'm excited too.
Well, thanks, Kenny, for driving out. I really appreciate it. I'm thrilled that it looks the way that it does. Came out really clean, and I think you did, again, a great job working out the budget and finding out what you needed. You didn't see on camera. Like, we took a good 45 minutes going through all possible options here, so you were well-rounded in your approach.
Yeah, I'd like to thank Greg for the opportunity.
Yeah,
And thank Micro Center for the opportunity as well.
Cool.
And I'm glad it turned out great.
Cool, awesome. I appreciate you, Kenny, and I will...
This again?
Thanks. Appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Do we keep shaking hands? Okay, good God. This is so bad. Bye, everyone.
Take care.
Keep going, Kenny. Keep going. Nice. Nice.